Oh, I'm so fucking pissed off. Like, I'm real, just extremely pissed off. So I've been talking to this person, like, we've been friends since 2023. I wouldn't say we were best friends, but like, we were acquaintances. We had each other's, like, socials, you know? And like, for years, he's been saying, oh, we should meet up, because he used to live close to my job. But then I'm like, you know, I just, I never met up with him, because he ended up moving. He ended up moving to like a different state somewhere. Like, he lives like an hour away from me. And, since 2023, the reason why I didn't meet up with him, right, is because it was a long drive. It was a long drive, and I mean, I could drive it, but like, a part of me was just nervous. And like, he kept saying that he wanted a relationship. Like, he's been saying that since 2023. I wanted the same things, but we just never met up. I don't know why we just never met up. But he texted me out the blue one day, and he was like, "Let's really meet up this time, let's really do this." Because like I said before, we've been talking since 2023, but like, we were mostly just like acquaintances. We weren't talking every single day. He just had me on his socials since 2023. So, he was like, "Yeah, that's the building. That's the building." Um, and I was like, I was basically trying to look for like where he was at, and that's when we met up. And then I told him I made it home safe because I'm driving to a different state. Like, it's an hour away. I mean, it's not real long distance, but it's an hour, and I drive 30 minutes to work every day, you know. And he was like, "Okay, good. Finna go to sleep. Me too." Cause we were tired. Like, you know, this is what happened, right? Me and him, he invited me over to his place. He had like pictures on the wall and stuff. And like, we were watching TV, we were talking, we were eating food, we just kept talking, watching TV. And then we ended up being intimate and stuff. And we slept in like separate bedrooms. I was sleeping on the couch, he was sleeping on the bed. And we just like kept talking. Like, I was there from like 5 p.m. to like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So I was there for quite a while, and we were talking. Basically, we were talking, you know and he was the first one to say it, because I told him I liked you. He was like, "I love you, and I'm never going to leave." So he kept on saying that, I love you, even after we were intimate, like, even after we took a shower and like our clothes were on and stuff, you know like, this was like, even afterwards, because like, I made sure, because I even asked him, is that just the sex talking, and like, he was like, "No, I really do love you." And like, he had his clothes on and everything. And like, we were sitting on the couch taking pictures together, which I deleted those freaking pictures, by the way. But yeah, he kept on saying that he loved me, even on my way to my car. He walked me to my car and he said that he loved me. And look, you can even see it right here. He said, "Love you." And then I said, "Love you too." And then like, he changed his status to relationship, and then I changed it. And then I asked him, "Are you at work?" But on his story, it said something different. Like at his story, he was at some museum. And then I thought, oh, well, he probably works at a museum. He probably cleans there because he told me that he cleans, you know. But now it's like showing videos of him, in his room and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's probably an old one, but he's wearing that same outfit. So just nothing's adding up. So that's why I texted him, "Are you at work?" Even though he said he gets off at 12, but I just, like, he kept on posting on his story. So I didn't know for sure. And he was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, do you really love me and see a future with me?" Mind you, I didn't mention babies, okay? I didn't mention no babies. All I said was, "Do you love me? Do you see a future with me?" Because we already had that conversation. We already had this conversation. But I just wanted to make sure this is real. And he was like, "Why are you asking me this? It's like you're rushing or trying to move fast with me. What's the hurry?" What's, bitch? I've been talking to you since 2023. Are you kidding me? I just now built up the confidence to want to, drive up to see you. I was nervous. I like to stay in my state, okay? I like to stay in my state. Yes, I live close to another state, but I rather stay in my state. He kept on saying like, "Yeah, I want a relationship," but like, I just, when it comes to me, I gotta build up the courage to talk to someone. Like, I'm shy in real life. I'm real shy in real life. You know, Like, I wasn't trying to rush things, but come on, we've been talking since 2023. Let's be so for real. And like, if you really didn't want that to be our first date, why do guys do this, bro? Why not set up a date plan to where we can go to the lake? And I even told him that. I'm like, you know what? We can go to a lake. We could go to a museum. We could go to a restaurant. We could do something like that. We don't have to go into your place. I freaking told him this, bro. I even told him this. I'm like, we can go to the lake together. That's something that we both enjoy. Like, that does not make any sense, man. See, I wasn't even going to drive there in the first place because he didn't offer gas money and it was like an hour away. And he was like, "I shouldn't have to give you gas money." Then what's the point of me going up there? But I went up there anyways because he thought I wasn't telling the truth when I clearly am. I clearly am telling the truth. I said, "I'm not rushing. All I asked was, are we together? We were intimate and everything. I'm just not going to talk to you anymore." Because you broke my trust when we were talking about trust. He did send off one red flag though. One of those red flags were he ghosted people for fun before, but he said it's because they had kids and stuff and they didn't want anything serious with me. That's what he said. He said it's because they didn't want anything serious with him. That's why he ghosted them. That's why he left. So I was like, oh, that's understandable, because I hate people that ghost. I hate people that be with someone and then just end up leaving them. So I was like, "You're really going to do this to me for real after you slept with me?" And he was like, "Chill the F. It's not that deep." Bro, you fucking slept with me. Of course it's that. Anyways. And if I must have been Bro, you are not asleep, but okay. I was saying it's nasty because you treat me. It's a figure of speech, honestly. You changed your status to single, and you told me everything I needed to know. You never loved me, and I should have never slept with you. I didn't mean to say that his dick is nasty. I was just saying, like, you treated me nasty. I didn't mean to say it like that, you know. You really mad about that one. You really mad about that one thing. I didn't lie, but okay, whatever you say. He did lie. Are you kidding me? You did. You switched up on me like I was nothing. You never loved me and you changed your status. Okay, whatever you say, look, I'm not with any drama and I don't want to rush things. I thought when he came over you wanted cuddles and movies. Come on now. I didn't know it was going to turn out until you said you wanted it. What did he expect though? Like, it's late at night and I'm at your place. Now you mad because I changed my status on accident. It was not an accident, but okay. I've been watching movies and I have my phone in my hand. That doesn't make any sense, bro. How do you accidentally change your status? Like, what? He was like, you don't have to move close to me because I don't want a lot of people. Whatever, man. You could have just I'm not really, I mean, I am mad that he changed his status, but I'm more mad that he lied about loving me. And he was like, wow, no wonder why you can't keep nobody because you want to try to move fast. See, that is what broke me because we've been talking since 2023. You kept calling me scary because I wouldn't meet up with you. He kept on calling me scary because I did not meet up with him. I wanted to see if he really wanted a relationship or not. That's why I didn't have the confidence to meet up with him yet, because I wanted to talk to him longer. That's what it was. I didn't even want to meet up with him that day because I just was not confident enough. But you said you love me, you lied. All you do is act scared. I mean, yeah, because this guy, man. Because I didn't want this to turn to an argument. Like, I'm just so mad at the fact that he lied. Like, we just started back talking. I mean, he was the one that reached out. And now it's like you trying to move too fast with me. Even asked me to have your... Bro, I don't want kids with you. I thought your life was together. I said I was thinking about it. Didn't mean I actually was. He was like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like even if I did, you're gonna set me up anyways and wouldn't even help me support it. What the? Who would think of some shit like that? Okay? Because as soon as the mother gives birth, that's automatically hers. For real. Like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, man. He doesn't even have a car. He lives in Section 8. And he doesn't really work. Look, I'm not trying to make fun of him because I used to be in Section 8, but he lied about working. He said that he works. He doesn't really work. He does not really work. Oh my God. He lied, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. But he texted me first. That's the thing. He was like, I told your ass I was asleep. I was asleep too. Mind you, I woke up when I saw this bull crap. We only said that when we was... Bro, you said that when we had our clothes on too. I have to get to know you better so I can know it's real. Then why not take me out on a real date? Like, let's be so real. Like, let's be so for real. Because on the first date can't be us dating like that. Again, guys know what they're doing. If guys really... Look, I was with this one guy years ago. Like, I would say 2022, 2021. We met at a park. Some dudes I be with, I meet them at parks. It ain't always the bedroom. Sometimes I meet them at the park. Sometimes I meet them at McDonald's. I don't always meet guys in my bedroom. He thinks I'm some kind of sleazy ass hoe. And he called me a hoe and a B word before because I was scared to meet up with him. He really said that. Like, wow, I should have kept those messages, but I didn't. He was like, you can't trust people. And I was like, so you're saying you want to... Because I didn't know what he meant by that. And he was like, I know what I said. To be honest, love is hard to understand. And, oh my goodness, bro. Then why would you say it? Y'all saw the message. I wanted company and someone to chill with. Bro, get a dog then at this point. We can just be friends until we fall into a relationship. You just told me we were in a relationship. That's what makes things confusing. What we did, yeah, it was. Bro, you know, if I was trying to sleep with you, right, you could have just stopped me and had the talk. But no. You just kept on. What we did, yeah, it was. But on the first night, I just told him to just leave me alone because he lied. I'm still in shock mode when I was like texting him, but I was just mad at the fact that he lied. I was mad at the fact that he lied. When I say things like leave me alone, I just want a breather from that person. Like, I don't actually want them to leave me alone. I just want like a breather, you know? But the Facebook stuff, yeah, I did want him off my Facebook because nah. And I was like, yep, since you lied. He was like mad over a status. And I'm just still mad at the fact that he lied to me. And I said, I'm trying to be nice and you ain't. You mad over a damn relationship, sad of saying single. I mean, yeah, because it was in a relationship and then you changed it. Who wouldn't be mad? And I said, you can't tell the truth. I was just mad at the fact that he was not telling the truth. He was saying, okay, don't hit me up saying you miss me. Isn't it crazy that he did block my number before and I had to make like another one and that's how we were talking in the first place? And it's crazy. I didn't even wish for this, bro. Isn't it crazy how I prayed to be with him? Yeah, before I met up with him, I was praying to God. I was praying to God. I want this to be the one. I really want this to be the one. Like, I was praying for a long time before I drove out to see him. Like, I had tears. I was even mad. Like, I was literally praying. I was like, I need this to be the one. And this is how he's treating me. But yeah, I blocked his number. I'm just going to say this, right? I was talking to him since 2023. You know, we've had conversations before, and I wanted to make sure 100% that he was really looking for a relationship. He's made it clear so many times that that is what he's looking for. But, you know, and the crazy thing is, like, he already had me blocked. The only way I was reaching out to him was from text now. And I told him, hey, can you message me on my main number? That's how I was able to communicate with him. Because he was calling me the B word. He was calling me bitch. He was calling me hoe. You know, he even called me a slut. Like, he was really calling me names because I was like, just for the longest time I was afraid to meet up with him. Like, I wanted to like talk to him, you know, and the crazy thing is, right? Like, when I was cuddling him, I even asked him, I'm like, do you want to kiss me? Are you sure you want to kiss me? Like, he was making it seem like I was a hoe. You know, and I even told him, like, I feel comfortable. Are you comfortable? So I made sure that we were both comfortable before we even started doing that. So it's not like I jumped into the bed with this person. Like, we were talking, we were cuddling, you know, we were just doing all of that. So I'm really, really hurt. And the crazy thing is, I was actually going to take a nap. He told me, let's meet up with each other. And I literally told him, I'm about to take a nap. Because I haven't slept at all. Like, I haven't slept in a long, long, long time. Like, I forgot the last time I ever went to sleep. I never got any sleep. Like, I told him, you know, I'm going to take a nap. And then that's when he started calling me scary and stuff. So, and mind you, he's like older than me. I'm 26, he's 28. It's hard for me to believe that he's been celibate since 2015. I don't believe it. But I went over to his place and I actually slept on the couch. Like, yeah, we were intimate, but I slept on the couch, right? I'm real hurt. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know why guys are like this. Because if he really, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you really didn't want to sleep with me, right? We could have just taken a walk, you know? Or you could have just never invited me into your place in the first place. Like, you could have just been like, okay, we're not going to be intimate, you know? But I don't want to talk about it no more.